This recipe is for pork chops a la Portuguese, Portuguese pork chops. It is the simplest thing in the world to make. You're looking at everything that goes in it right here. Okay? We have a nice Ziploc bag here. I'm going to take that. You're going to have some thick cut pork chops like these. And yes, I did wash my hands. Okay? Put them in the bag. Garlic powder. Very, very few times you should ever use garlic powder, but for marinades and things like this, it's actually better than fresh garlic because it dissolves better. So you want to put in a very generous amount in there, if you can see that. I like a lot of garlic in this, so I'm going to go even more. You kind of can't go wrong. You can't have too much garlic. And in this cup is 1 cup of regular red wine, whatever you normally would use or whatever is decent, and 1 cup of sherry wine vinegar. Now, I get this brand at World Market. If you have a World Market near you, they have a lot of good stuff, but you can get sherry vinegar almost in a supermarket, Whole Foods. And that's it. It's just the 2 cups of red wine, or wine. Pour them in the bag. Push the air out. We give it a good old mix like this. And then you're going to put these on a plate. Check your seal again. Put these on a plate. I'm going to turn that one this way. There we go. Then put the plate in the refrigerator for 2 days. 24 hours if that's all you can do, but 2 days is better. You want to flip them twice a day. Give them a shake, flip them over. Don't put salt in here because the salt will cut down on the acid in the vinegar, which is going to ruin the marinade because it won't tenderize the meat as much. And that's all there is to it for this. We'll come back to the cooking stage later. Okay, now these chops have been removed from the marinade. Discard the marinade. It smells a little funky, by the way, when you first open the bag, but don't worry about that. So they've been patted dry, paper towels. So we're going to add a goodly amount of kosher salt here. Some black pepper. And give up on the store ground black pepper. Buy a couple of these. You'll never regret it. So much better taste. Now, instead of having a hot pan full of bubbling oil that's going to smoke like crazy, here's a tip. Get yourself some canola oil cooking spray. Canola is a high heat oil, it has a high smoke point. Don't try to use olive oil. Don't try to use, God forbid, extra virgin oil. You want canola oil, okay? So you're going to spray these chops kind of liberally like that and turn them over. But this way you don't have to have a pan of boiling oil in front of you. So we're going to season them again here. Same way. If you're salt restricted, of course, you can use less salt. Okay, that's the prep time. Now, we're going to exchange this for a nice grill pan. Right there, okay. I'm cooking it this way because I think most people may or may not have a gas grill. If you have a gas grill, these come out fantastic. Or charcoal, even better. But I think for most people, this is probably the most common way to cook it. So we're going to let that pan heat up for a while on medium-high heat. Okay, so now this pot is pretty much ready. If you get more than a half an inch close to it with your hand, it's not hot enough. Let it get a little hotter. I did forget to mention to spray the other side of the pork chops after you season them, so that both sides have the cooking oil. This is just about ready. Okay, so take our pork chops, put them on the grill, get a nice sizzle going. Okay, and we're going to leave them like that for about 10 minutes. If you're really interested in grill marks, like in a restaurant, after 5 minutes you can turn them 45 degrees. If that doesn't matter to you much, just leave them alone for 10 minutes. Okay, so the 10 minutes has just about elapsed. And by the way, I did turn this down to medium heat after the first 5 minutes or so. I want to leave it on high heat the whole time. So now we've got our 10 minutes. We're going to turn that over. Nicely charred. That's all flavor, folks. Okay, so we're staying on medium-low heat now. We're going to do another 10 minutes. And then we will come back and take them off. Okay, so now 10 minutes has elapsed. These should be fully cooked through. You want to get pork, if you have a thermometer. Used to be that people said that pork had to be 180 degrees. Today's pork is a lot cleaner. 160 is a good temperature. And remember, they're going to keep cooking. So these are going to rest for about 10 minutes, and they will keep cooking, and then we will dive in. Okay, these have been resting for about 10 minutes. Let's cut in here. By the way, really good knives are the most important thing in a kitchen. If you're going to invest in only one really good knife, this is called a Sudoku, I believe, knife. This one is a Wusthof. It's a $150 knife, but they're the best. They're so versatile, you can do almost anything with them. And if you're going to invest in only one good knife, that's it. So this is cooked perfectly. It's got a tiny bit of pink there, and I'm going to enjoy it. This is so good. If you can cook it over charcoal, he said with his mouth full, if you can cook it over charcoal, it's even better. Even a gas grill. This is something for people who like savory foods, not for people who like sweet foods, because it's got that vinegar taste to it. And that sherry wine vinegar adds such a nice touch. So that's it. That's Pork Chops Portuguese. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the video and you enjoyed the recipe, please do share it with your friends. Please hit that thumbs up like button. And as always, if you are not subscribed to the channel, please do. Thank you, and so long for now.